Okay. Good evening, our family. Trust you all had a great day. So today, family, I'm really here to just reveal the trade that we took today, and we're able to make a very nice piece on them. So let's go with Europe US first. Let me show us, guys. You know the trade that I took, and I was able to make a very nice profit on it. Let me show us, guys. So what are we doing? Wow, my network is really bad. This is really gonna take us so long. Like, let me off it and on it again. So okay, family, like today was amazing. Like, as we all know, today was really amazing. So let's go, family. I don't really want to make this video so long. I just want to show us what I was really looking at on the pair that I was able to make a very nice profit on today. So Coco and family, this is Europe USD, and what is the general bias off from the 1 hours time frame? As we can all see, with the bullish trend, right? So this bullish trend, you can see we have a break of structure here, family. We really had a break of structure here. So I was really looking at this area as a mitigation point. So why am I really looking at this area as a mitigation point? It's because we can see how they swap liquidity. This is where the banks are hiding. This whole area, this is where the banks are hiding, because they did as if they want to buy up from here, right? Then what happened? They sold down and what broke structure to the upside. So I measured the 50% of this institutional candle that was sitting here. Let me show us, guys. I measured the 50% of that candle. You can see it is really aligning with the 50% of the candle, right? So I measured the 50% of that candle. So what did I do again? I now moved down to my smaller time frame to spot that candle that has not been yet mitigated. That's refining our order block, as we all know. I went on refining on my order block on the smaller time frame. So let me take us to the smaller time frame so that we can see how this area really look high probable, and they really came back and tap in, does the open, and they start buying, right? So let me take us to the 5 minutes time frame, because that is where I was having the smaller time frame entry. So what can we see, family? What can we see here? We can see that on the smaller time frame, there is a very nice candle here that was not mitigated. Look at it up from here. This institutional candle that swapped this liquidity. This candle has not been yet mitigated, right? So I highlighted that candle as okay. I really want to see price coming back to this area for mitigation. Then I take my buy. So let's go. Let me take us to the 1 hours time frame again, so that will show us, guys, something. Right, let me take us to the 1 hours time frame again. Let me show us something. Wow. So that is what really happened. So as we all know, family, off from this 1 hours time frame, remember, if I have a point of interest, like I don't just go into the trade after price as tapping my point of interest. No, as we all know, do I trade? Like, I basically wait for confirmation on the smaller time frame, right? I really love waiting for smaller time frame confirmation before I take my buy. So I woke up this morning, and immediately I woke up, I just go to my 5 minutes time frame. As I saw price is already sitting at my point of interest, I just go to the 5 minutes time frame. Let's go to the 5 minutes time frame. So what happened? As you can see, our market was trading down, right? We have lower low, right? We have lower high, we have lower low, right? So they mitigated up the 50% of that candle on the 1 hours time frame that I show us. Immediately they mitigated 50% of that candle. Then I was like, okay, this was a very nice break of structure, right? This was a very nice break of structure. So what am I really looking at? Okay, I'm looking to take my my buy up from here, right? Up from here. So I had a break of structure here. had a break of structure here. Then I was having a buy limit up from here, family, up from here, right? I was having a buy limit up from here. It was a very nice snapper entry. I was like, okay, price should come, check out this liquidity that is below, and they should buy up, right? And what happened, as you can see, immediately they just tap in that area. We can see there was a kind of form of big rejection from our entry point, and as we all know, my minimum risk to reward is 1 to 3, right? Then what happened, we can see, boom, market hit TP, right? First TP, immediately they hit the 1 to 3 risk to reward. I moved my stop loss to break even. I was really anticipating that price should buy up. Then what happened, I was really safe on this trade because I was risking free already. Why? Because price has already hit my TP, which is 1 to 3. Immediately they hit the 1 to 3, I moved my stop loss to break even, because that is how I trade. So as we can see, market was reversed back and took us and hit us as break even. That's normal. I hit my daily target. That's cool, right? That's really cool. So this was the first trade that I took this early morning today. Then basically I was still looking at price again. Then remember, like, this area here is a very nice area where we really are looking for a mitigation, right? Then what can we see? There was a form of break of structure here again, right? There's a form of break of structure here again, because after they take us out from here, after hitting our 1 to 3, they take us out. Structure, we have lower high, lower low, right? They created a new lower low. So instead of them to create a new lower high and continue going lower, what happened? They decided to close above the previous high, right? They decided to close above the previous high. So I was like, okay, where am I looking to go? Where am I looking to enter from? Where am I looking to go long, right? Where am I looking to go long? Now I was like, okay, I'm entered the 50% of this candle again, because there was a liquidity swap up from here, and look at this is where the banks are hiding, family. This large candle. So, and also I'm seeing this weak rejection up from here. So I was really interested on this area, that okay, I don't want to see price coming back to pick my order up from here, right? Look at it. So I'm entered 50% of that area. Can we see 50% very nicely? I really want to see a sniper entry from there. But what happened, price did not really retrace back to pick our order, which is normal. Like, as we all know, we don't look at to pursue a trade, right? We don't really look at to pursue a trade. Once price fails to come and pick our order, fine, there is no problem. There is many opportunities in the market that will surely come again for us to take advantage of. So I just allow it to just go, right? Just allow it to go in. We can see how they buy up massively, right? You can see how they buy up massively. How I wish our order was activated. We'll be able, like, how I wish our order was here and our stop loss was here. Our stop loss was here. Could have by now hit a 1 to 10 risk to reward, which is a very nice trade, but we did not take this. So it is normal, family. It's really normal to me, because that is how the market looks like. Sometimes we get activated, sometimes we will not get activated, sometimes we get activated and lose, sometimes we get activated and win, right? So that is how it is. So this was the first trade I took. So let's go back to GBP USD. I also had a trading idea on GBP USD, and I was able to make a very nice profit on that. So this is GBP USD, family. Let's go to the 1 hour time frame. Let's go to the 1 hour time frame, family. Let's go to the 1 hour time frame. Let's go to the 1 hour time frame. So up from this 1 hour time frame, family, as you can see, market is really trading down, right? Lower low, lower high, right? Lower low. Basically I was really anticipating that this high should be taken, right? I was really anticipating that okay, they should clear this high. Why? Because of Europe USD were really strong bullish trend, and as we all know, those pairs are correlating, right? So I was really anticipating to see this break of structure. So I was really okay. Since I was anticipating this break of structure, then I moved on to my 5 minutes time frame. I was moved on to my 5 minutes time frame. let me show us family. Like, since I was anticipating to see a buyer from the 5 minutes time frame, since I was anticipating to see a buy, I was looking at this area. Let me delete that. Let me just shift this so that we can see. This was the trade that I took also. What a break of structure here, a very, very clean break of structure, right? What a very, very clean break of structure. And we have this retest. This candle retested this institutional candle, right? They retested this institutional candle and they buy up, right? So I was like, okay, I really want to see this candle. I really want to see price coming back to mitigate this candle. What did I do? I just measured the 50% of that candle. I measured the 50% of that candle. I was having a buy limit off from here. So it's a really, really crazy sniper entry, family. Then I had my stop loss here. I had my stop loss there. Then price retraced back, right? They failed to come and pick in my order. Then they buy up. Then I was like, wow. So I missed this move. Then I said to myself that I'm still seeing price, taking out this low, in order for price to come back and mitigate this candle, because I'm looking at this area as an inducement, and also this area is a very, very high probability area. And why is it high probability? Why is it high probable to me? Is because you can see there's an engulfing here. They engulf this candle, and there is high chances that price will come back from mitigation here, because there was a liquidity swap up from here. So I was looking at this as an inducement. The price should take out this equal lows, and which they did, right? So my minimum risk to reward, as we all know, 1 to 3, right? So I was having a 1 to 3 target off from my entry point. I was having a 1 to 3 target off from my entry point, family. So let's go. I was having a 1 to 3. Immediately they hit my 1 to 3 risk to reward. I want it to be like 1 to 3 dots. That's why you can see I'm just keeping it low. So minimum 1 to 3, right? Then immediately they hit 1 to 3, you can see this little retracement. Then I move my stop loss to break even, right? I move my stop loss to break even. Then you can see how price really buy up. Like I believe that I show us guys how far the trade gone, like how far the trade gone, and I was able to break even, and we can see how the market really buy up, right? You can see how the market really buy up. I hold this position to this point, which is 1 to 21 risk to reward. Yeah, I was able to make 1 to 21 risk to reward on this trade. On this particular trade, I was able to make 1 to 21 risk to reward. Wow, which is a very, very nice trade, family. So we can see the power of break even, and also working with a minimum risk to reward, family. It is very, very important. It is very, very important if we stick to that, right? So you can see 1 to 21 risk to reward. Then I move my stop loss to break even. I secure more of my profit. Then price came back, hit me at break even, and continue buying, right? They buy up. So this was a trade I also took. So let's go to the GBP JPY. I also had a trading idea on it, and I was also able to make a very, very nice profit on the trade. So let me go to the 1 hour time frame. Let me show us what I was really looking at. Okay, so on GBP JPY, market structure will have lower low, lower high, lower low, right? So we're really anticipating that price should give us a new higher low in order to give us a new lower low, right? So I was really having a point of interest here. Family. You might get that to us. I was having a point of interest off from there, and as we know, if I have a point of interest, like I don't just go into the trade from the order block. I basically wait for smaller time frame confirmation first before I go into my trade, right? So off from here, I went to the 5 minutes time frame to see the reaction of price at my point of interest, because that was where I was looking to sell down, right? That was where I was looking to sell down. So what can we see? Like refinding the order block, let's look at the area where they mitigated. It was a very nice area. It was a very nice area that they mitigated, right? It was a very nice area. You can see there was an institutional candle there. They mitigated that institutional candle. So I was like, wow, this is a very nice mitigation, right? This is a very nice mitigation. Look at it. Look at the institutional candle. The institutional candle that took out liquidity and was engulfed and was sitting inside the imbalance, right? They mitigated that candle very nicely. So what I was really looking at, okay, since they have mitigated that institutional candle, you know, I want to see a small time frame confirmation, which is 5 minutes time frame break of structure. So what is the market structure off from the 5 minutes time frame? We have a higher low, higher low, higher high. We have a higher high off from here, because all this was a kind of internal liquidity. All this was a kind of internal liquidity. Then we have higher high, higher low, higher high. Then we had a break of structure here, family. We had a break of structure off from there. We had a break of structure off from here, family. We have a break of structure off from here. Right, after mitigating our major points of interest, then I was having a sell order off from here, off from this imbalance to this top. I was having a sell order from there, and my stop loss was a little bit above, right? My stop loss was a little bit above. Then, you know, you can see how price, you know, did as if they sold down, right? They created a new lower low. Let me take us through this that I was really looking at to see price coming back up from here. Immediately price broke structure, they retested, they just mitigated the flip zone and they sold down. Then they, you know, did as if they created a new lower low, a new lower high, and they also create a new lower low. Then I was like, wow, should I, you know, have a sell limit from here? I was like, no, I don't really like this area for sell. So I was really looking at this as an inducement, because I was seeing a form of equal high here, right? So I was like, okay, price should like capture all those liquidity here that they are forming and come back and mitigate off this area during the London Open. That was really what I was anticipating during the London Open. Price should, you know, buy up, then pick in my order, then we should sell down. Then immediately they pick in my order. This was my first entry. Right? Then they sold down. I was really anticipating that price should give me a 1 to 3 risk to reward, right? Which is, this was my first TP, 1 to 3. Once they hit 1 to 3, I'm looking to go break even, but price never gave me what I was really anticipating. They created this new low, and they created this new, you know, higher low, because this was a form of break of structure, because you can see when they closed above this, they came back, they broke above this high. Then immediately I saw this, like I was still having the order on, immediately I saw this, I break even, right? Immediately I saw this, I was like, hi, this trade, there is no kind of high chances that this will go my way, so let me just break even, right? So I break even, and you can see market sold down, and they came back, they hit me at break even. So I was not really profitable on this trade. Actually, I was not really profitable on this trade. So the last trade that I took, let me show us guys, the last trade that I took on CAD JPY. Those are the trades that all of them I was able to profit on them. So let me take us to 1 hour's time frame. So CAD JPY, I mean, the structure, you know, higher high, higher low, you know, they failed to create a new higher high, right? After the mitigator of our point of interest, we really anticipating that price really retrace back to this area here where I am rated as a POI, right, for mitigation, because there was a break of structure here, as we can all see. There was a break of structure here, and price did not retrace back from mitigation, and they did as if they created a new lower low, a new lower high. But I was really looking at all this as a liquidity that they are forming. So it's kind of form of inducement, and you definitely come back and capture those liquidity that they are forming, right? So immediately they just tap in the open of this candle here. You can see when market was trading higher high, higher low, then they failed to create this higher high, then they broke below this previous higher low. As you can see, I annotated this area as a break of structure. Then I was like, okay, where am I looking for targeting? Where am I looking for targeting? Number one, I was like, okay, there is no really clear area where I will have a point of interest actually. Then I moved on to my 30 minutes time frame. I said, let me see the 30 minutes time frame information off from that area. Then off from the 30 minutes time frame information, I can see a hidden order block off from here. Off from here, I'm seeing a hidden order block where you can see I annotated it as an SMC, smart money queue. Where you can see I annotated it as a smart money queue. Then I had this institutional tactical liquidity that really looked clear to me on the 30 minutes time frame. Sorry, on the 15 minutes time frame. Let me take us to that 15 minutes time frame so that we can see it clearer. So you can see this tactical liquidity, right? Look at it, very clear. It really actually want to say what happened with tactical liquidity, and look at this area that look very clean for mitigation. Area that really look very clean for mitigation. And I was looking at that area to really see a mitigation, right? Then also I was having this area as a pure. Look at the smart money cube that I was telling you guys about. Look at the smart money cube. I was okay. I spotted this smart money cube. I said, okay, price should like come back here. Once they mitigate off this area, I want to see a break of structure on the 5 minutes time frame. A very clean break of structure on the 5 minutes time frame. So let me take us to the 5 minutes time frame, family. Let me take us to the 5 minutes time frame. So off from the 5 minutes time frame, what can we see, family? Market structure again, right? We have higher high, higher low, higher high. Then what happened? It broke structure here. It broke structure. Immediately it broke structure. Then I was like, wow, they mitigated off my point of interest, and I'm seeing this clear break of structure. Where should I take my entry from? Where should I take my entry from? Then I was like, okay, off from this institutional candle, this is where I will look out to enter off from. Then I had a sell limit off from here, family. I had a sell limit off from here. I was having just $9 stop loss. I was having $9 stop loss. Then I was targeting 1 to 3 is the reward. Like if you remember, I told those guys that I was really scared of this trade, like because of GBP JPY. The structure was really bullish, so I was like, okay, since the broke structure on GBP JPY, there is a kind of high chances that price might take us out off from this this pair. Like there is kind of high chance that price will take us out. Then I was like, family, I don't really want to have a long term like buyers on this trade. Like I was really scared about this trade actually. I was really scared about this trade. So immediately price like got to this point, immediately take out this low. What did I do? What I actually did was I just moved my stop loss to break even. I said, okay, anything that will happen, I'm in a safe side, right? I don't really need to bother myself whether price should kick me out or not. So I was risking free because immediately they take out this low, I was just on break even, risking free, family. So you can see our 1 to 3 was heated very nicely, very nicely. Then our stop loss to break even. You can see how we were able to make a 1 to, because this is where I take my TP, this is where I take my profit. I was able to make a 1 to 4 raise to reward. And I was like, I said, let me rest for the day. And I came back, I saw this aggressive move, like crazy. Look at it, family. Look at the aggressive move. So this is how I trade, family. This is how I trade. Very simple actually. Very simple. You just have to have patience and understand your checklist actually. Understand your checklist and also be grateful for what the market has offered you, right? Grateful for what the market has offered you. See, I don't mean I'm not really grateful. My minimum risk to reward will never be 1 to 3, because I will be like, why will I wait for trade on the 1 hour time frame and price activate me on the 5 minutes time frame, then I'm just looking to have a 1 to 3 risk to reward. You know, I believe that a lot of us are passing this through this kind of challenge. Like, trust me, family. I don't really care for how long I've waited for the trade. I don't really care. As long as if price respects my points of interest and break structure on a small time frame, and I was able to make that 1 to 3 risk to reward. Trust me, family, and I keep doing that consistently, I'm gonna make it. I'm really gonna make it out. So why would I really stress myself while there is, you know, very easy way for me to multiply my account, for me to grow my account. As time goes on, you know, price will always give me like more than what I want. Like look at GBP USD 1 to 20, 1 to 20, and we're in a break even, right? We took the sell off from here, we took the buy, off from here, and this is where we took TP. This is where we take our TP. Like, I secured my profit from this, like this area here. I remember this was where I really secured my profit, and they came back, hit us at break even. It is normal. And what we were really risking was only 1 to 3. What we were really looking to, have was only 1 to 3. Right? So sometimes market will give us more than what we ask for. So it is cool for me to just be grateful and to just stay focused with my risk to reward and make a very nice trade out of what I'm really looking at. So that is it, family. Like, that is it. So we all should have a great day and profitable week. So please, like, I wanna say this last thing. Like, I really want you guys to share my link. Like, you guys should invite our friends and family, and gist them about this platform and tell them the things that we do actually. And I really appreciate if you do that. Thank you, family. So have a great day, family. I'm getting ready for tomorrow, family. We're really getting ready for tomorrow, and tomorrow we're gonna make the market like the way we did today. So that is it, family. So cheers, man. Cheers.